the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Yamal. This is a promising build-up, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tries to play it through. That's a shade optimistic. Quality ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Space for him to turn and look.
Well played and well cleared.
Goes looking wide.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Yamal.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Nice looking ball. De Bruyne. Now Van de Ven. That's a good run down the left. Great vision. Oh, good ball. Chouameni. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's run loose here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Pedri. Vinicius Junior. Takes a shot! It's a goal! Japan are level! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And the finish! Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, such a clever touch. Now there's a big chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Into the lead once more. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pedri. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Thuram. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's it, 45 minutes up. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Japan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Impressive jump! Oh, crossbar! And that's a throw-in. Mbappe. No, he's had it taken off him. Oh, that's chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. That ball looks a good one. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Guirassy clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the shot! And there's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Ball chance! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Dembele plays it short. In towards the back stick. That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Guirassy. And here's Dembele. Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Japan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Botman gets a foot in here. Deftly away. Chouameni. Little pass back. And that has found him in acres of space.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
So we have further activity on the bench here. And it's Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way through. Yamal. And a chance! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Chance, surely! And that's a sharp finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, that has not gone well.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism.
Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Bellingham. Swings in across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Van de Ven.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Reinders. Japan desperately searching for the winner here. Goes for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Looking for options for movement. A lot of space ahead of it. And the shot! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Japan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's...
Great chance! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining. There could be trouble here. He's found a way through. Dembele. So that's it. It is all over. Japan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just... Girassi! But he's left disappointed.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely weighted. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Kunde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Thuram. And oh, shooting chance! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
He's going for goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Japan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Japan have their second corner now. Chouameni attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Japan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, a delicate chip through. Bellingham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thuram. And he's forced to go back. Haaland. He is just caressing the ball. Now that chance for a shot! It's in! Japan are level! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quit.
Big chance! Goal! Japan! And they're back in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rafael Leao. And it's Reinders. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Looking for the run. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Japan have their third corner. And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's a nicely shaped ball. Girassi finding himself in space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Here's Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. Can he get it through? Now it's Girassi. Van de Ven. Japan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And here's Haaland. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he can thump it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Haaland. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Haaland. And he's cut it out. Oh, there's a probing ball. Japan could counter-attack here. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Haaland! And he is that. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's hoisted clear. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal...
Shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Japan go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, what's he giving here? No, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, off the bar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Valverde. Here's Chouameni. This is a promising build-up. Bellingham. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Chouameni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Japan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Chouameni. Koundé. And that's going wide left. Swings in across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And it's Reinders. He's in a good position here. Looking for options for... He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Japan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Japan have the chance to go the other way. That's a cute ball. Dink through. And he's heaved it away. Van Dijk looks to the other side. Van der Ven. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Chouameni.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. And he's been shifted off it. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. Good ball, good take.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. DiMarco. Plays a sharp little ball here. Zubimendi. No, he's not getting his way this time. Tries to pass it through. Now it's De Bruyne. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Japan get their fourth corner. Thuram! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Gabriel can get it clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Girassi. Japan, moments now away from seeing this one out. He's picked his way through. Van der Ven. Greenwood receives it in a wide position.
Japan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Kvaratskhelia. Oh, nice touch. And it's Pedri. DiMarco. No, it's come to nothing. Girassi looking understandably energised after his goal. And he plays one through. He's beaten the last man. Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Girassi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Girassi. Real chance! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
De Bruyne is there to clear. So that's it. It is all over. Japan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Van Dijk gets it clear. Dembele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So no chances falling either way for the time being. Van de Ven.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
This is a promising build-up. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival.
Rafael Leao really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. In towards the back stick. And he's taking no chances there. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. And it's De Bruyne. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This their second corner of the game. And that is well cleared. Thuram. Ah, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Dembele. Knocks it out wide. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he get on the end of this? Rafael Leao. Pedri. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Rafael Leao. Elects to header! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. Thuram picks it up out wide. Mendes is there and he can get that clear. Dembele. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. And it's been given away.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Rafael Leao played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Pings in across. And he's there to clear it. Japan can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. And it's Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. Japan are looking to break at pace. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. De Bruyne. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Oh, this is a chance, surely! Van der Ven clears without hesitation. Haaland proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Vinicius Junior. De Bruyne. Dembele. Pedri. Here's Rafael Leao. A probing pass. Mbappe. Rafael Leao. Now the ball. A header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side has found a way through yet.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Pedri! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pedri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Van der Ven getting this one clear. Japan are looking to go forward now. Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. Rafael Leao receives it in a good position here.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rafael Leao. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. Chance! And that's a good finish. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Japan have broken through. It's 1-0.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. And it's Pedri. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Japan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Mbappe running with the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Big chance! So, third corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Plays a sharp little ball here. And De Bruyne! And that's a tidy finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's worked it through. Girassi! Goal! Japan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Japan have their lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Thuram. Japan have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Looking to play him in. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Japan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. And here's the chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Van der Ven with the slide tackle there. And he's there to belt it away. Japan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now that's well seen too. Gabriel. Kvaratskhelia. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia going forward. That's a decent clearance. Mbappe proves too strong. Deftly away. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And it's made a chance for a shot! And it's been hooked away. 4 extra minutes added on. And it's Reinders. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good ball out wide. Kvaratskhelia tries to play it through. And that will be the final act. Japan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And De Bruyne! Oh, fantastic! That is a gem, an absolute gem! And what a start! Thuram! Oh, split-second reaction.
Thuram is offering a right smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Japan have the chance to go the other way. He won't be happy with that one. Pedri.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Van de Ven. Chouameni. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And he's intervened well there. Chouameni. Ball played for Dembele. And it's Koundé. Chouameni. Pedri. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. That pass has been well intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Dembele. De Bruyne has found the net here, of course. Japan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's having a hit! So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Threads one in. Crosses it in here.
Okay, it didn't quite come off, The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vinicius Junior. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He might be in here! Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rafael Leao really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Chouameni. And the shot! Goal! Japan! And the comeback is complete. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Japan with the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And there's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Chouameni played out wide. Thuram, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Chouameni.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Thuram. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dembele. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's a pretty loose pass. Half-time getting close now. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's neat. Crosses it in. Towering header. Deftly away. Vinicius Junior. Koundé. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni, who's set up 1 goal so far. No, that's been intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Short changes him with that pass. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
Mbappe. And for the first half, that is that. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
This is a promising build-up.
Pedri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Vinicius Junior. And they can counter here. And it's Dembele. And here's Thuram. De Bruyne. Mbappe. Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, that was vital.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That is good strength. And here's Thuram. And it's Dembele. And he's played it back. Mbappe. And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Dembele, chance to deliver. And that has been cleared. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's well spotted. And it's De Bruyne. Rafael Leao threads one in. This might spell danger. Mbappe! That's a sharp pass. Tries to pass it through. De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. De Bruyne, looking for options for movement. And it's De Bruyne. First quarter of an hour gone.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's managed to get free. Driving on and making good progress. Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's there to belt it away. Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Japan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Dembele. It's Pedri. Looking for a runner. Rafael Leao. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Valverde. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Tchouaméni. Looking tidy in possession here. De Bruyne touches it back. Dembele. Great chance! Goal! Japan! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Pedri. Tchouaméni. Rafael Leao. De Bruyne. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. De Bruyne. Well read, nice interception. Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tchouaméni running with intent.
Japan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in. Good ball, good take. And the finish! He's got a goal! Japan are level! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, good effort against the crossbar. And he's gone looking for safety. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim? What do you think?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Back on the way then. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Yamal, and he's had it nicked away. Japan can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he can thump it away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Thuram might just make this. De Bruyne. Now it's Guirassy. He's in plenty of space here. He's rising! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now that looks a decent ball. The ball's swung in.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Rafael Leao. Sir Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating.
It's Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's a shade optimistic.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chouameni. De Bruyne. Yamal. Guirassy. And it's Dembele. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, the ball's come loose. Has another go! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he welcomes it in. Chance! DiMarco clears without hesitation.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
DiMarco spots it and intercepts. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
This is it then, now or never. DiMarco goes looking wide. DiMarco. And it's hoisted clear. That's good play. Kvaratskhelia! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
All hands on deck for this one. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Reinders. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. And that's been won straight back. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And here comes the corner.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Valverde crosses. And that has been cleared. And we're done. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Vinicius Junior looking for the run. Girassi picks it up out wide. Nice interception, well timed.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yamal carries the ball down the right. Lovely feet. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required.
Girassi! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Van de Ven. That's a good run down the left. And it's De Bruyne. Shoots! Goal! Japan! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So, a breakthrough already. He's in. Goes for a shot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that should get the job done. Not the most accurate pass. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from.
He's rising! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance miss, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Vinicius Junior. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Japan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Japan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Mbappe! And here's Thuram. Chance, surely! And he's stuck it away. Just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Chance here to counter. Nice looking ball. And that has been cut short. Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. Clipped into space. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He has a look up. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tchouaméni. Japan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Van der Ven gets it clear. And it's Dembele. Mendes finding himself in space. Mbappe is there to clear. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that is a good ball. He's having a shot! He shifted it to the flank. Dembele. And it's Mendes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vinicius Junior at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Chouameni. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's well seen too. And the referee has signalled for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Japan are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And we are back on the way. Nuno Mendes. Dembele. Pedri. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. That's a good ball. Not a hit. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency. Japan, there's the shot! And no mistake. You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Japan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Japan choosing to make the first change. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
And it's Chouameni. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a foul, no 2 ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And he thumps it clear. Chouameni. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Vinicius Junior. They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Here's Fel, and he shoots! Valverde could move up a gear here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Japan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Haaland. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! Japan are level! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have movement on both benches. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yamal. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. So no flag here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Japan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Doku. Marquinhos. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Doku really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He's found space here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's the throw. Marquinhos. And here's Doku. Bellingham.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Five minutes to add. Doku.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's found a way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle. Van de Ven. Haaland makes a dash for it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Vinicius Junior. Referee has just said play on. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the shot's on here. Now it's Yamal. Real chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.